Wow, this is kind of dark here. Turn the light on. The only reason I'm doing this video live is because there's always a problem when I do it the other way. So, yeah, I'm still in the dark. I am sitting back at the championship bar. Well, I guess I really can't call it a championship bar anymore. But I'm sitting back here. So get more and some more light. I'll tell you a quick story while it's still fresh in my mind. You know, I know a lot of proud people, and I don't get out much. And after I lost my prosthetics and my teeth got broken and a whole bunch of bullshit, I don't get out much. So my friends come see me, and so I decided today to go see a friend. Friend came over and drank a beer, and we talked, and he said, "Ride with me to my house. We'll have a beer and show you my artwork." Guy I used to work with, he used to actually work for me. A good guy. Um, you know, I make fun of him. I call him Mini Machete, and he's a good guy. Of course, he had a tainted past and whatnot. Whatever. Life is life. This guy is damn near 70 years old. So, I'm chilling with my friend, and smoked a joint. You know, think anything of it. There were some rumblings in the rest of the household. Ah. Then I hear like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this guy that's with you?" I'm like, what the fuck? You talking about me? I don't know these people. I know him. And from the stories I have heard about the family, it's his son's place, and they're all staying at the son's house, and wanted to keep the house and the family, blah blah. I don't know. He might have gave me the wrong backstory, about the situation where he's at. I don't know. But these people were upset that I was at the house, and I'd been there once before. I sat down, looked at his place, and told him I'd come back and see him. Because most of my friends are old. This guy's damn near 70 years old. He has no fucking friends. He comes over and we watch movies on my fucking screen right here. Oh, yeah. We watch the big movies. Everything that's in the theater that he wants to see, I'll put on the screen one. I will stop what I'm doing to hang out with these old dudes. Because when I become an old dude, I don't want to be fucking somebody hang out with me. I want somebody to fucking hang out with me. Think about it. Like I said, the last old friend I had, they used to be like, "Why are you driving through here on your bike?" I'm like, if I don't drive through, I need to check on my friend. Tonight's meal, I can't sponsor it. I shouldn't be eating this at 9:30. There's no way in life you should put this crap in your stomach at 9:30 at night. Don't eat it. The napkin. So, my friend is sort of upset because they're like, "Who the hell is this guy that you're with?" But they're not knocking on the door and asking him. They're talking loud enough for him to hear it. So then he finally goes up there and says, "Hey, what's the problem? This is my friend, I used to work for him, blah, 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 blah. No. What's the problem? Then apparently, I was not supposed to see something. I wasn't looking for nothing. I was coming to have a beer with an old friend of mine so I can go home. I wasn't looking for anything in anybody's house. I wasn't looking for nothing. I felt as if before I left out of that place, I was called a crook. I was called a thief. And at one point, the lady says, I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm like, I understand, man. Some stranger in your house. But I understood what the young people were saying. But I've known this old dude for like 20 years now. And I'm looking at it from his perspective. He pays rent. And maybe you might want to have company. I'm not spending the night. But I understand. I don't smoke in my house. I smoke out here. In my theater. And in my studio. But what I saw this man go through, it makes you want to cry. Because he meant no harm in having a beer with a friend. I understand it's 9 o'clock at night now. It's a Tuesday. Chicken Tuesday. Chicken Tuesday. And you just want to have a beer with a friend. When you're old, you don't have friends all the time. When you are 70 and 80 years old and 64, 65 years old, you're not in a home and most of your friends and relatives are dead, you don't have many friends. And one day, I'm not going to have many friends. Because I don't have many friends now. Because I don't trust many people. But for this man, maybe he wasn't a good dad. Maybe he wasn't a great husband. Maybe he has been locked up too many times. Maybe he don't know much about having a family. That's what I heard. I heard one person say that. I'm not going to say which one, but I heard one person, you don't know about a family. And you say to yourself, these people just sit here and beat this man up about not knowing shit about family. But every time he sit here at my house, all he does is talk about how proud he is of them. And that hurts. That hurt to sit there and watch this man bite his tongue off to show some respect for his daughter, his son-in-law, and his ex-wife. But in the middle of all this bullshit, I'm telling my friend, calm down, man. Just listen to people, man. Because I know he had a couple of drinks. But if you're the kind of man that he was, The only thing stopped him from being an idiot, a complete idiot, was the fact that he did have those couple drinks. The look on this man's face was completely demoralizing. And I told him it's all right. Just come see me in the morning. And it's sad to know that in this country, young people don't give a fuck when you have a history of fucking up. Those that you believe love you will turn on your ass when they think you out of pocket. But you look at the whole situation and you say, what did this man do to get all this today? Who did he rub the wrong way? How did he come home? Was he drunk last week? What did he do? Because it wasn't from just now. It wasn't from then. When you see people carry themselves in a certain way when everybody's on you, it's happened to me before. So let me not talk like, this is nothing new. It's happened to me before. It's always with me and my damn niece. Every time it's me and her. Right? She's mad at me for something and I'm... But it hurt. So, maybe when we get a certain age and all of our deeds come back at us, and when those we love the most throw it back in our face at the least opportune moment, you melt a little bit. You sort of dwindle away. And you want to say things that are angry and mean, but you don't mean them. But you can't shake it. You want to defend yourself, but you also want to give them their release. Because that one person said, you don't know nothing about having a family. And I just said to myself, damn. You have spent too much time locked away doing gangster shit. The family has lost all basic respect for you. You got your old buddy right here have to witness this shit. He's like, let me ride you halfway home. I'm like, you need to go back in the house and relax. I told him, just ride me to the end of the block. And then the people that were standing outside, because apparently this must have became some kind of spectacle. I don't know. I told the one person that was sitting down on the porch, like, this man meant no harm, man. I'm not here to hurt nobody, man. He didn't mean to harm nobody. And this person looked at me and says, I know. That crushed me again. And then why is all this happening? What is the purpose of this? Why the shaming of this grown-ass man in front of one of the only friends that he believes in and has? Completely dumbfounded. I don't understand. But you must look at every situation from every perspective. The young ones was tired of his bullshit from when they was growing up. Mama didn't want to see the bullshit. She could hear the alcohol in his voice, maybe. And like, oh no, we gotta go listen to this motherfucker again and whatever. But what I saw could have been handled way differently. Rather than speaking loudly, who the hell is this guy with? That riled him up. Like, why are they talking like that? But maybe he had already had something going on earlier. I don't know. He was here in the former championship bar for one drink. And then we went back to his house because I didn't feel like putting Child's Play on. No Chucky Be Plucky tonight. So I feel sorry for my buddy. He wanted to come all the way back over here. I'm like, this motherfucker come back here. I can't let him go back home. He could have spent the night here. There. Couch right there. That one's gone. It's empty. That'd be another full piece of chicken. I'm going to chicken hell. I know I am. They're gonna be fucking me up in hell. Them chickens gonna have their way with me because I eat me some chicken. Well, the situation could have been handled better. Do I think on all sides? Yeah. The situation could have been handled on all sides. I wasn't not pumping him up. I was being honest. I'm like, I don't know why people think, what did I do? I didn't do nothing to nobody. So you need to question who they bring over. You pay rent just like they do, right? I wasn't making it easier in the beginning, but I did tell him, you got to listen, you got to think, you know. But it was crushing. And I could see the anguish in his face. And that wasn't cool. Because I would have been like, Dad, you've had too many drinks and it's late, you got company. You have to ask your company to leave because it's late. You know, they were like, okay, you'll be gone in a minute. You tried to get me to have another beer. I'm like, no, I'm just here for one beer, man. Dad, getting late. I had to ask your company to leave. It was late. Simple. Who is this guy? The fuck is this guy? I don't want this guy to see anything. You don't want nobody to see anything if you got something to hide. If you got something to hide, you thinking some strangers is looking for it. If you're looking, I don't want them to see something. What do you think I would be looking for? I was looking at the brand new landscaping because he told me his son was getting a yard done. They had this red rock. It's like, I forgot what kind of dirt they call that shit. It's all red, and you can tell where they're gonna put the grass down. Looked nice, but I didn't see anything that was, oh my God, oh look at that, ooh. Well, I wasn't looking for that. I was gonna have a beer, but I have a 2-year-old daughter. I went nowhere near the main house. I was like in this spot. I can have a whole bunch of people out here and none of them ever go in my house. I was in a spot like this, but smaller, at his house. Didn't go in the main house, didn't go nowhere near the main house. But now I'm a threat around somebody's fucking kids. That made me feel real uncomfortable. So now I'm like, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? But when they gave this man the third degree, they didn't have to give it to him in front of his friend. And Ben trying to make it look like, who the fuck are you? And my attitude is like, I just met you people. Who the fuck are you? To think that I'm some faulty motherfucker when your dad used to work for me. He be at my house all the time with my family around. But I can't be around him. Okay. I told him I don't have to be here. I'm leaving anyway. But it was rough, man. Yeah. Excuse me. It was rough. This man was completely tried and tested in front of somebody for no reason at all. Because on the way out, I was telling the person who was making most of the scheme, he meant no harm. And the guy says, I know. So, it was wrong. It was faulty. I could have been giving that motherfucker a job next week or hooking him up with somebody. Why would I want to work or be around somebody like that? Why would I want any of that near me? Why would I want him to even come over here anymore after that? I don't want to be over there no more. Ever. I was supposed to hook up his, game system like I got. I'm not going back over that house. For what? So they can say I smelled their laundry because I had to walk to the laundry room to get in this place. Oh, he smelled our laundry. That was in the dryer. Oh, I don't know. It's just that it was sad. And you feel bad for the guy because he's that old. And when you're old, you need companionship. That's it. You need a friend that's there and talk to him. He was showing me his jewelry collection. You know? I'll save those for later. Well, I hope my buddy's all right. Because men have feelings and emotions. And, when you're demoralized, and I should have let him come back here and chillax. I didn't want him to ride the bike drunk. Apparently, like I said, he got more drunk once the drama started. But it hurts. It hurts to know that I'll be his age in like 20 years. What would happen if somebody treats me all fucked up? What happened? How would I react? And and the look on his face like, come on, please. Not right now. Please don't do this to me now. And they didn't ease up. They roasted the motherfucker whole. In front of the only motherfucking friend he motherfucker got, man. It's like, who does that? Who the fuck roasts their own goddamn daddy? Who does that shit? And you know what? Like I said, if he wasn't a great dad, fine. My dad wasn't great either. But when they get old, they're not the same young motherfucker that ran out that wasn't there. The bottom line is this: the fact that the guy is even there is because he's trying to get some kind of redemption. Every time he's here, all he talks about is how great his daughter is. He had nothing negative ever say about her. He did say the son-in-law need to think a little bit. He did say he liked seeing the ex-wife. He actually loved seeing her. I liked being around her. But he really likes being around his daughter. He used to live with the other daughter and the kids, and he loved the kids. And he had me order all the damn Christmas gifts off Amazon for him. This man lives on he lives on what's the word? A restrictive budget. And all he could do is talk about saving the family home, making sure there's a family home. Finally, his son is doing something that he could never do. And he's going to try with every penny he gets to make sure his son, has a home, a family home. His son made sure they had a place to all be. He's going to make sure his son never loses that, no matter what it takes. That's all he talks about. No matter what it takes to make sure that finally he can make sure he can do something by being there for the family. Whatever it takes. Why does this bother me so? Why would I give a fuck about what the fuck going at his goddamn thing? Because the last time I had an old friend, they didn't want me to go see my friend. People in the neighborhood was like, this old white dude. He's been in some of the videos. Now he's in a home. Seen him 3 times in 2 years. Don't get to drink beer with him and listen to all those old racist ass fucking stories he used to tell. This dude is an old Mexican dude. He got a bunch of gangster stories, I guess, because he likes the gangster movies and shit. And when you hear all his old stories about how he grew up in another state and, all this and that shit. And then you see what I saw today. I saw a proud man take one for the fucking team. Saw him bite his tongue. I saw him bow down. I don't give a fuck how fucked up or how bad or whatever the fuck. We got to do better about our older people. Completely no respect. None. No respect. And like I'm saying, it's like, he might have deserved that shit. But whatever the fuck. But I didn't deserve to have to see that. I didn't deserve to be, a part of that. That was not for me to see. And I tried to defend him. And I tried to defend them. And I tried to defend myself. Shouldn't have to go through that shit. Because people should be tactful. They don't know who the fuck I was. And to put me in that position is wrong. To senselessly humiliate somebody is wrong. Because regardless if Anybody had something to prove or they was upset because of something he did earlier that day. If I'm mad at a child and a child has a room full of friends, not until I'm at my last rope, I mean the end of my rope, will I embarrass that child. I will pull a child aside and say something. I will pull a child aside and humiliate a child if the child is not listening. If the child is out of pocket, I will pull a child aside and get loud so other people see me chastising this child. But I never, ever tell somebody about they self without knowing how to do it and when to do it. I would never say this person was not a good father or a good whatever in front of anybody. I didn't have the greatest father. My father knew that shit, but that wasn't nobody else's fucking business. So I never told nobody else. Oh, my father was a piece of shit because he wasn't a piece of shit. He was an asshole. Asshole, piece of shit, that's two different things. My father didn't beat me or try to whoop me, none of that shit. So he wasn't that asshole. My father was a piece of shit because he wasn't always around all the time. But when he was around, he really wasn't teaching you the lessons that you would need to succeed in the proper manners of life. That's it. But my dad was not a bad person. He was a great person. Shit, my dad was like a fucking hero. And this guy has a lot of my father's tendencies. And that's why I gravitate to old dudes, man. Because I can't learn from nothing from younger motherfuckers but drama and stress. So for my buddy tonight, man, say, man, just hang in there, man. And you got to do certain things. And you know what? You can't be smoking in the house, man. I don't smoke inside the house where I sleep. Don't do that. Smoke outside or in the cave or at the bar. This is my area. Nobody's going to be out here. Not my grandkids, not my kids. If my son came out here and have a drink at the bar, he could. My nephew want to come out here and have a drink at the bar, he old enough, he could. My brother-in-law come, he want to have a smoke at the bar, he can. If my friend want to come over here and have a smoke at the bar, and we watch Shaft on the fucking big screen, he can. But I'm not going to bring those strangers up in the house. He brought a stranger in the backside in his area, so-called the cave area. They got a child. I didn't go in the bathroom. I think the bathroom's on the other side of the house. I was nowhere near the kids or anybody in the fucking house. So the fact that they have a child in the house, that means nothing to me. I ain't got no weapons. I'm not bringing no drama. Your child is in the house. But I didn't know they didn't smoke in the house because he told me I can smoke in his room. It's his room, so I smoked with him. But I understand that. You don't want to smoke around your kids. Cool. Your kid is on the other side of the house. Fine. Regardless of that, there's a certain way you speak to your father. You don't jump down your father's throat like he a fucking child. Nobody does that shit. Nobody respectful. But then that goes to wherever the fuck he did while these people were fucking growing up. But he can't change that now. All he can do is try to be there now, like he told me, like he's been trying to do. The man is not happy. That's probably why he's drinking and going to the casino, apparently. But it is what it is. For somebody to tell a grown-ass man, you can never have no company in front of the person's company, you can never have company here. I pay rent. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck says that to their parent? I don't care if he wasn't all that. It's life. When he's gone, you'll be like, oh, my dad is dead. Oh, God, dad is dead. Pops is dead. See, my father's dead. They don't come back from dead. I don't give a fuck what kind of legend he was. They don't come back from dead. You don't get to, oh, I wish I wasn't mean to the guy. You know, could have been a little nicer. You don't get that back when somebody's dead. And when old people get depressed, they don't give a fuck. They die. They leave. They shed the shell and get the fuck out when there's no reason to be here anymore. And that's what happens when you can't have no fucking company ever because somebody got a child in the house. You ain't never had no fucking company because I got a kid. But from what I hear, son-in-law have massive get-togethers with all his homies. So if all the homies can come to the house, but the nigga can't come to the house, and you have black, it's kind of fucked up. But it's life. You have rules and regulations, everything and whatever. But in life, you reap what you sow. So things ain't happy because of the past. The past lays trail to the future. The future leaves the past in its wake. So be nice to your kids even if you can't be around. Be good to your family even if you can't be around. Because in the end, you might be trying to show a bunch of people love who could never see it because they've never seen you ever giving it. Well, I said that wrong. Hold on, let me do that again. You might be trying to show people love who've never seen you give it. So what would they be looking for? They can't tell. I don't know. But I'm trying not to be that guy. You know, the guy nobody wants to have a beer with. The guy nobody wants to come see when he's 72 years old because you can't come to my room. This man could be a whole bunch of things. What he was isn't actually who he is. Who he is now is not exactly who he was. When you come to the real reality of who you are as a man, you stop trying to live up to that image that once was you at that best point in your life. Unlike the woman who wears the same fucking hairstyle until it's back in. When you're a man, you do what you can, you do what you do, until you can't do it no more. Till you have nobody who loves you, till nobody cares. Till you're some old washed up motherfucker with a shopping basket and a social security check and an ATM card. When you're a man, you do what men do. Sometimes we're not the greatest fathers. We're not the best husbands. We're not the best brothers. We're not even the best friends. We're just men who just want to be respected in the end. Show me some love or don't show me shit. Love yourself. And this has been 40 minutes. But this is also titled The Dwindling Man. Because as we get older, we lose the respect that we once demanded. We don't always get it to the end. You've been tubed. Respect somebody. because one day you're going to be seeking that respect. I learned how to stop this shit.